9 right here on crest, flat 150. Long 8.5 right, flat 160. This is long, fast, 8.5 right, 160, then 8 right over crest through the junction. 8 right over the crest through the junction, aim for the sign. You got it. Now, long 9 left, flat 200. Then crest, flat 200. This crest here, flat 200. And 10 left, flat 300. 10 left, flat 300. Then crest, flat 250. Crest, flat 250 to a long 8.5 right, flat 500. This is very long. It's an 8.5 right. Then flat 500 out of this. Flat 500, 10 right over crest. 10 right over crest, flat 200. 10 right over crest, flat 200. Then crest 150. 10 right over this crest. Now straight on over crest, flat 150. 10 right on crest, flat 300. 10 right on crest, flat 300. And then crest 150 to a downhill 8 left. Crest 150, downhill long 8 left. Downhill long 8 left, 200 out of this. It's very long. 200. 200 out of this. It's very long. Eight and a half right, 100. 7.5 right. 8.5 right here. 7.5 right, 150. 10 left out of this. 150. Then this 150 out of this. Then crest, care, 200 downhill, 7.5 left. 200 over this crest, it's downhill, 7.5 left. Take care with this. Cars are okay, keep going. 8 right and 8.5 left. 9 left and straight on over crest, flat. Straight on over crest, 9 right. A little bit off here, mate. A little bit off here.
Right,
9 right on crest here, 100. Long 8.5 right on crest. Long 8.5 right on crest. Long 8.5 right on crest here, 80. 9 left over crest. 9 left over crest. 150, 10 right over crest. 10 right over crest. Then crest, 80. Downhill, 8 left. 8 left, it's bumpy down here. Nope. Make it easy, you've seen, you're good. 250 out of this, 10 right. 10 right, 150. Then hug 8.5 right for 8 left. Hug this 8.5 right for an 8 left. Hug this for an 8 left. Hug it for an 8 left, 150 at end, 9 left. At end, 9 left, 100 at end, 8.5 left. At end, 8.5 left up here. This 8.5 left, then care 100, 7.5 right. This 7.5 right tightens to a 6 over the crest. Tightens to a 6 over the crest. Tightens up to a 6. 6.5 left. 10 right, 100, 10 right again. Another 10 right here, 180. This 10 right, 180, 8.5 right. This 8.5 right, hug it for an 8.5 left. Hug this 8.5 right for 8.5 left. 130. At end, 8.5 left. 60s, 8 right, 7 right. Hug this. Sorry, this. Hug this 7 right here into 7.5 left. Could be loose through this one. 100 out of this, 9 left. Then 9 right, care 70 to a 2 left. This 9 right here, you got 70 to the 2 left. And this one's a long one. This is long. Into 8 right, and very end 7 right, and end very end 7 right, 109 right. This 7 right here. This 9 right into a long 5.5 left. This is 5.5, and it's long. It's long and 5 right. 5 right out of this. 150, 7.5 left. 7.5 left, 100, 4.5 right. 100 out of this 7.5 left, you have a 4.5 right. 4.5 right there, just over the little crest. 120 from this crest, 120. This crest 120, 8.5 left. 120 over crest, 8.5 left. That's long, 200. This is long, 200. And then 200 out of this, crest 200. This crest 200, then 9 right, 107 left to the 1 left. 9 right here, then you've only got 100 to the junction, and it's a 1. Left at the junction. Take a wide. And end 8.5 right. 8.5 right, and straight on over crest, 100, hug 8 left. Over crest here, 100, hug 8 left into a 7 right. Hug the 8 left into a 7 right. Into 8 left. Into 8.5 right. 100, 8.5 left. 159 left. This 9 left, straight and over crest to a rough 7.5 right.